What's up, my friends? Welcome to another video. I'm Rob Stuart and I'm here to help you get your skin and your overall health back on track. So knowing what foods to avoid is just as important as what foods to eat when you're trying to heal your skin and when you're trying to heal your gut biome. The reason I've been able to heal my eczema and my dermatitis and my psoriasis and my rosacea and stay that way for 8 years is because I avoid the foods that change my digestional biomarkers and do not work for me. I just simply avoid them and do not eat them at all. A big mistake that people make is because foods are labeled as superfoods or nutrient-dense foods or super great healthy foods, they think that they can eat them and have no repercussions. In today's video, I want to be giving you guys the download on 2 foods that are considered ultra healthy, ultra nutrient dense, superfoods, but they actually destroyed my digestion and really messed up my gut biome and my gut health and really did not allow me to heal my skin. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, remember to subscribe, remember to share, remember to hit the notification bell, and leave all of your comments and questions down below. Gracias. No matter how many different ways I tested these foods, and to be totally honest, I did want to eat one of these foods really bad. I liked the way it tastes. I was kind of brainwashed into thinking it was ultra important because of its nutrient density, but no matter what foods I combine it with, whether I juiced it, whether I steamed it, whether I ate it raw, I did all of the tricks. I tried it with all the different food combinations and it never ever worked. I tested both of these foods both before I was healed from skin disease and after. And every single time I ate these foods, and it didn't really matter how much of them or what I combined them with, bloating, gas, total stinky, and I'm talking just foul smelling poops and foul smelling gas and lots of bloating, lots of burping. If you experience this from any food, it means that it's not doing your gut biome well at all. It means that you're not healing. It means that your skin health will suffer. When you have bloating and farting, and especially when your poops and farts start to really have a foul odor compared to the way they normally smell, you know something's gone really wrong. Anytime you're experiencing tons of bloating, tons of gas, tons of uncomfortableness down there, lots of gurgling and burgling and just not feeling like nothing's in there, then you know your gut biome is greatly affected by the foods that you're eating. So a quick caveat before I get into what these 2 foods are. If you're eating these foods and your everything is on point, your gut biome feels good, you don't have any bloating, you don't have any gas, you don't have any foul smelling odors emanating from your butt, then by all means, maybe these foods work for you. But if you're eating either one of these foods or both of these foods and your skin health and your gut biome and your overall health is not where you want it to be, especially with your digestion, then cutting these foods out might make a major difference. They did for me. So food number 1, and I'm not really that upset that I don't eat this food anymore because it kind of always tasted like crap to me. But when I was plant-based and early on when I was starting to learn about nutrition and digestional health, everybody, all of the gurus said that kale is the most amazing food there is. It's so nutrient dense. It's packed with so many awesome things that you have to have it in your diet. If you want to heal your body, you better be eating kale. Well, the fact of the matter is that kale hated me. I didn't like kale very much, and it really did destroy, and I'm not talking like a little bit, it destroyed my digestion. Now, there is some kind of nutritional / scientific reasons why for me and many other people, kale doesn't really work. And it really doesn't matter. I tried juicing it, which is the worst way. I tried steaming it. I tried baking it. I tried massaging it. I did it all, and it didn't change its effect on me. It was always bad. But nutritionally, there are some issues with kale. One thing that it has in it has progoitrins, which really don't allow the body to uptake the nutrients like iodine that it needs to have a super healthy thyroid. Your thyroid is connected to your hormones. It's one of your hormonal centers. And your hormones are one of the things that have to heal in order for your gut biome and the nervous system / immune inflammatory response that is responsible for your skin disease in the first place to heal. If you're eating a food that disrupts your hormones, or if you're eating a food that disrupts your gut biome and digestion, you will have no chance of healing your skin. This is also why it's really important that when you're on a healing journey that you listen to your body's signals. Your biomarkers will tell you everything that you need to know. So if your gut and your digestion and your bloating is going crazy, well, the food's not working. And if you're having a hormonal shift, meaning your sex drive is way off, your sleep is way off, you're having trouble focusing, your mood's crappy all the time, it most likely means your hormones are way out of whack. Another major issue with kale is it has insoluble fiber, and basically an undigestible form of fiber. This is why when you eat kale so many times, you poop it out into the toilet and it's still in its total form, just the way it was when you chewed it up in your mouth. The insoluble fiber is indigestible, which means all of those wonderful super nutrients aren't even absorbing into your body at all anyway. The last point I'll make about kale, and then I'll move on to the next food, which is a more interesting food in my opinion anyway, because it does kind of taste good. At least to me it did. But the main argument you hear from doctors and plant-based nutritionists and gurus that are plant-based or vegan is that kale is the most nutrient-dense food in the world. And this is coming from a reductive science perspective. Reductive science when it comes to nutrition is total crap. One thing is if you can't digest the food, you're not absorbing any of those super nutrients. And if the food negatively affects your digestion by causing inflammation, gas, and super stinky farts, it doesn't matter how good the nutrients are if your digestion and hormones are absolutely shot. And even beyond that, what are you comparing it to? Do a simple test. Take ribeye steaks and try to eat as much protein with kale and try to get as much fat from eating kale as you can from ribeye steaks. There is no comparison when you're talking nutrient-dense food and bioavailable nutrients. In kale, in my opinion, for me, from my experience, is that there is zero nutrients in kale because it wrecks my digestion, and in order for me to get a decent amount of protein, amino acids, and fat from kale, I have to eat so much of it that it would literally make me sicker than hell. Okay, and I do personally believe that this next food is a shame that I can't eat. And not everyone will agree, but I really like broccoli. Steamed broccoli with some sea salt and a little bit of lemon, to me, is a damn delicious food when it's talking about vegetables. Now, there's not a ton of vegetables I like, but I did like that one. But man, broccoli absolutely messed me up just as bad as kale did, if not even worse. Every time I ate it, the bloating, the gas, the stinky farts, the stinky poops, uncomfortableness. Notice this. I don't know how many of you guys have done steamed kale or baked kale or put kale in a food processor at your home, but I have. And every time you do that and someone comes in from the outside, like you have a friend coming over for dinner, your sister comes over, your mom and dad are coming over for dinner, and you're cooking broccoli, the first thing they notice is, ooh, who farted? Or, ooh, why is there a dirty diaper smell in your house? What's that disgusting stink? Oh, it's no problem. It's just the broccoli. Yeah, a superfood that smells like crap when you cook it. I don't think so. That's really not the way nature works. The fiber in broccoli is similar to kale. It messes you up. It's also a goitrogen, which affects the thyroid. Once again, bad fiber and affects the thyroid in a negative way. So just like kale, if it's affecting your hormones in an improper way, if it's not allowing you to have the utmost highest level of nice hormonal health plus digestional health, there is no way that it will heal your skin, period. Again, there's the, oh, it's a superfood because of the extreme high amount of nutrient ratio. It's so nutrient dense. And I would argue this the same way I argued and made the point about kale. They say that it's so high in protein and it's so high in fat, but that's on a reductive science micro level. If you take the amount of kale that will make you full in your stomach compared to the amount of salmon that will make you full, there is absolutely no contest about how much more bioavailable protein and fat will come from that salmon compared to that broccoli. And some of you will say, oh, that's an unfair comparison. Okay, then fine. Just think about this. Think about trying to get 100 grams of protein and 50 or 60 grams of fat from eating broccoli. You would have to literally eat a mountain of broccoli every day to be able to do that. With salmon, just a couple pieces and you're good to go. Both of these foods totally wrecked my digestion. And as I said, I even went so far as once my skin was healthy and my digestion was in a good place, I tested these foods again and they failed. They made the same symptoms happen. The digestion went to crap, the bloating, the gas, everything. So that's why I don't eat these foods. That's why I don't recommend these foods very much. They're never on any of my staple food list. Most of my clients who do really good and heal their skin avoid these foods like the plague. I suggest that if you are eating these foods and your digestional health and all of your biomarkers are not exactly where you want them to be, these foods might be good ones to give up. They are not nutritionally dense compared to bioavailable animal foods. They do not digest well. And even if there is some decent nutrients on paper with them, you can't digest them anyway. And so you're not getting any of the nutrients absorbed into your body whatsoever. That's going to do it for me today, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to leave all your comments and questions down below. Subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Also, if you're looking to get a hold of me to become one of my skin health clients, there is a link in the description box for a free consultation. You can head to my website and sign up. Also down below, one thing that will definitely help your gut biome and help you make some progress with the health of your skin is a good probiotic. And Skinessa is the best probiotic I've ever used. It's the only one I've ever used consistently because it's the only one that's ever worked. There's a link for that down in the description box too. Give yourself a try. I think they have a 90-day guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, you can give it back to them, but it most likely will. On Instagram, you can find me, and I'm putting up a lot of information there too about skin health, about the gut biome, about how to heal and stay healed. My name there is Stuart, Rob Stuart, S-T-U-A-R-T. You can spell Rob Stuart. In real life, I'm just Rob Stuart. I would have picked just Rob Stuart on Instagram, but someone got to it before me and I didn't want to be a copycat. So that's going to do it for me today, guys. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. Peace, and remember, there are two main aspects of healing your skin. One, your gut biome. Two, the immune inflammatory response from your nervous system. Any foods that jack up either one of those processes will not work to heal you long term. So like these two foods did for me, you got to figure out what foods are doing this to you. Healing the skin many times is more about what you're not eating and about the lifestyle and the habits that you do every day than it is about the foods that you are eating.